Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Maple, and for today's video we're going to be going over all of Star Stable's new news and updates, starting with the things that are currently active and ongoing in the game right now. Some of it is for a limited time, so it's pretty important. And then we're going to go over March's game blog, which is a doozy. It is covering basically everything for 2025, the majority of the plans that are underway for Star Stable and all the updates and different things that's going to be coming to the game. And I'm going to go over it all for you so you don't miss out. And also, just FYI, I am aware of the whole Star Stable, Star Coin situation that is going on with the authorities, I guess, in Europe, and I am aware of it and I'm not ignoring it. I'm going to make a video on that. I'm just making sure I do all my research first, and then just stay tuned because I'll have it out probably sometime within the next week. So our first bit of news is that at the time of recording, it is double star coin weekend. So if you're looking to buy any star coins, now is the time. You will be able to get twice the amount as usual. And also it is 30% off lifetime Star Rider. So if you don't already have lifetime, or you're looking to get it, or you want a subscription or whatever, now is the time. It is on a discount. And not only that, but because it's also a double star coin weekend, you'll be getting double the amount of star coins if you buy that lifetime. So I definitely recommend getting it now if you're ever going to. Also, if you don't already have a Star Stable account, and I assume if you're watching this video you do, but if you don't and you want one, please use my code, my friend code that will be in the description, because I really want that dragon pet, and if you use a friend code you will get rewards too. This week is also the Bazaar, so we have 3 breeds there: the Lipizzaner, English Thoroughbred, and Dutch Warmblood. They're all 500 and some star coins, so a pretty good discount. I'm kind of wondering why there's only 3 breeds there. We usually have 4, so I thought that was kind of odd. Also, something to note is that the Lipizzaner at the medieval area, the chestnut one, is not part of this sale because it was released very recently, and I know everybody, including myself, is dying for the Sale Francais to finally come to the Bazaar, and I think it's going to be pretty soon because it's coming up on, or has maybe already passed a year since they came out. And going by like the Ardennes and some of the other breeds, I think that it takes about a year before they come to Bazaar, so it should be soon. This is also the last week of our current Trailblazer track, so if you need to be grinding to get those final points and get the last items, you better be getting on that. And thankfully, we are going to be getting some bonus trail points here in the next couple of days until it ends, so it will be easier to get to it. I'm almost done. I have like maybe 5 things left to gather, but I think I'll be able to get that probably pretty easy. Also, don't forget that at the dressage arena at Jorvick Stables, Guillermo is set up there with a limited time show jumping. I don't know for sure how long it's going to be there, but not for much longer. It's part of the Horses of Jorvick, and this time around you can only compete in it if you use either a Jorvick Warmblood, Trackener, Belgium Warmblood, or a Hanoverian. And also, next week, Lara will be settling in at the Equestrian Center. Now, I've completely forgot who Lara or Laura, whatever, I don't know who she is. I don't know if she's a recurring character, if she's new, so if you know, leave that in the comments because I completely forgot to look that up before I started recording. Is she, the only guess I would have is she like the one that did the like show jumping with penalties and time faults and stuff? Is that her? No? I don't know. And the last bit of our current news is obviously the Hanoverian is out. It's been out for like a week or 2. I haven't bought one yet. I'm still like going back and forth between which one I want. But anyway, these are the top 3 most popular, the ones that sold the most. And I didn't know this at first, but some of the horses, 3 of them, are based on employees at Star Stable and their real life horses, which I think is so cute. It would be adorable if every once in a while Star Stable hosted like a competition or something in order to be able to get your own real life horse put in the game like this. That would be amazing. And now for the year ahead game blog. This is what the Star Stable team wants us to know about 2025. So the first thing that I noticed in this blog is that they constantly kept mentioning that they are making some changes to their deadlines and their release schedule. So there's still going to be updates every Wednesday with content, but they're not as focused on as many huge updates every week. So the downside to that is, yeah, for us players, there's not going to be a huge update every week, but that is okay. Don't panic, because their way of doing this now is that there's going to be fixed deadlines and soft deadlines. That's the way they described it. So this is to accommodate the team that's actually working on the game so that they won't be scrambling to release something that isn't truly ready to be released. So complex or not yet announced projects will have room to be finished. So that's what they mean by the soft or the fixed deadlines. So things that haven't been announced and that we're not expecting yet is going to have a lot more time to like slowly and naturally be finished and not be rushed. And they're going to be working on a lot of quality of life improvements, bug updates, things like that, smaller updates, and still trying to stay consistent with our schedules and stuff, but it's going to be quality over quantity this year, which I'm okay with. They also have officially announced all the breeds that we're going to be getting this year. So we already know we have the Criollo and the Hanoverian. Next will be the Mule, then Rocky Mountain Horse, updated Andalusian, Black Forest Horse. So we know about these from spoilers, and so the breeds were right, but they did say that the dates were not correct. So I said as much when I first reported on that, but this release order is presumably correct because the first two in the line are the order that they've already came out. And also I think that's in line with, you know how like on their Instagram they will announce like that's the next breed and they'll ask for our ideas and feedback. So I think that's in order with that too. So I guess we have the Mule to look forward to next, which I'm really excited about, and I'm super curious as to what that's actually going to look like and how it will differ from horses in this game and in which ways it will be the same. So at the end of this video, there is another video that I'm going to link that I really suggest you watch if you're interested in the breeds coming to the game this year, because several months ago when these spoilers first came out, I did like a deep dive into each one of these breeds, and two of them are really interesting to me that they're both coming so close together in the same year. So watch that video if you want to know why. And also I have another separate video already made about mules, so I will link that. If not at the end of the video, it will be in the description or somewhere, or you know, just go to my Star Stable playlist and have a heyday watching everything. And an important thing to note here is that they said they based the 2025 breeds that they ended up picking off of the results of surveys that they did in 2024. So any breeds that you do really like or you want to see in the game, make sure you vote for those and you actually participate in the surveys. And they do say that there's going to be a survey for 2026 breeds coming soon. So make sure you vote and all that to be able to see what you actually want in the game. So a couple of quick key points here. They mentioned that they're still working on retrofitting tack to fit all the breeds, but that it's a huge challenge and it's still ongoing, so please be patient. They also mentioned that for 2025, they're going to be looking at iterations of existing features that they're going to continually be updating and improving according to feedback. They mentioned bug fixes is a big focus, so they want you guys to report any kind of bugs or glitches that you have and give them lots and lots of feedback, but be nice about it. Don't be rude. So something that they said they felt overwhelmingly positive and confident about was the Trailblazer track. They said they've been getting really good positive feedback and that a lot of players have actually been engaging with it and completing it, so they're going to continue to be doing that. They said they have more ambitious ideas about it in the future, so I'm kind of wondering what that could possibly be. I'm interested in that, and I actually, when I do my video about the star coins, the whole star coin controversy, I'm gonna kind of circle back to this, so stay tuned for that video. Another thing they mention is that they're rebuilding the system for the actual game. So the engine the game is running on and all of that stuff, the equipment, they're what they call refactoring it, and it's a tremendous task because the game is dang old and it's running on really old stuff that they're trying to slowly work through and update so that it runs better and that they can do better with the updates and stuff. So that's a slow thing that's going on in the background, but they are working on it. Also noteworthy is that they say that they're still working on main quest and they have these in production, but that it's a large time-consuming project and it ended up bigger and taking longer than expected. But that to me is a good thing because it means that they're actually focused on making it good. And again, quality over quantity. So they said to be patient with it, and the story arc will be wrapping up soon, but not immediately. And then new chapters will be starting thereafter. And again, a focus on quality over quantity. So with the whole way they're restructuring their updates and the way their dev teams are working on things, the deadlines and stuff, it definitely seems like their biggest focus for this year is going to be making improvements and things that actually make the game better and things that we as players are really wanting and asking for. And maybe not as many updates or as many huge updates, but the updates that we do get are going to be substantial and meaningful. So another big thing that they touched on, and I thought this was interesting wording, but the dev whoever it was that wrote the article described the game as an equestrian theme park with themed areas. So I thought that was really interesting wording, and I guess it's true because we have a snowy area and then like the hollow woods in some areas are more eerie and creepy, and then you have areas that feel really enchanted and like magical, I guess. And you even have a stinking city in this game, which I hate it, but it's there. So I guess thinking of it as like a theme park is neat, I guess. But the whole reason that they brought that up is because they said they're looking to add more reasons for players to visit and return to all the areas in the game instead of just kind of hovering around the same popular few. So I'm thinking like, Moorland and Silverglade, sometimes the Hollow Woods. Those are really packed areas that are always booked and busy. And then like if you go over to Mistfall or New Hillcrest, areas like that, it's like dead. It's like a ghost town because players don't have any reason to revisit those areas. So they said that using Hollow Woods as an example, they're looking for ways to add activities with progression so it can give players a reason to actually visit these areas and hang around and do things there, which I would be really excited for because like the Wildwoods, for example, is one of my favorite areas in the game, but I hardly ever go there because I don't have a reason to. So if they slowly started implementing this into the game where they're updating areas like they did Hollow Woods and and Silverglade Manor actually, like bringing a more updated, modern look to the game and doing quality of life and bug fixes and things like that, fixing the area where it makes more sense, and also adding things like the Hollow Woods, like the Will-O-Wisps thing where you have to unlock that. Like that is so fun to me and I love that kind of grindy stuff. If they added that to every area in the game, that would be so amazing, even if it was really a slow thing that they had to do. And last but not least, they talked about festivals. So just as kind of an overview of what they said, they mentioned that for the festivals this year, the ones they're going to be focusing on is the Equestrian Festival, which is coming very soon, the Western Festival, Winter Festival, Halloween just in general, and then there's a new festival coming called Summer Days. Now, the Rainbow Festival is not mentioned on here at all, nothing about the Cloud Kingdom or any of that, so I assume that Summer Days is like a reworked version of that, and it's just a new and improved version that's going to be coming as a replacement, because apparently the Cloud Kingdom, they've got all the statistics and analytics to look at what we are and aren't engaging with. They must have determined that it wasn't up to par with the others. So the Summer Days Festival is completely all new, and they mentioned that they're trying to like slowly but surely just rework things in these festivals to improve it, and they do look at what we as players interact with the most, the activities in the festivals themselves. So if there's something that you really like in the game, not just with festivals, but with just in general, interact with it, play it a lot, because Star Stable on their end will see that and they take that as feedback and will be able to do something with it. So some things, or maybe entire festivals, will go away, or it may or may not come back later improved, or they may completely replace it with something else. We just have to kind of trust in them. And I said last year when the Rainbow Festival was really bland and the Cloud Kingdom wasn't a part of it, that they probably were just reworking it and would come back next year as something different, and it seems like that's what's happened. These festivals are ever evolving, they say, and they're gonna add and take away things all the time. That's just how these things work. It changes over time. So I'm excited for the Summer Days Festival, and let me know what you guys think it's actually gonna be. So I think that is pretty much it for all the news and updates. Let me know what you think of all this. Is there anything you're really excited for? Is there anything you don't like? And I guess as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm probably going to go ahead and start working on my video that's like in response to like the whole star coin thing. That one is going to be a mess, and I'm not really looking forward to having to get into it, but I can't possibly run a Star Stable channel and not comment on it at all. So I'm gonna make that video, and hopefully it'll be out sometime next week. So you know the drill. Like and subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Don't forget my friend code in the description, or I might put it in the pinned comment depending. Check out the other videos I mentioned. I'm really close to being monetized. I have more than enough subscribers, but I need those watch hours. So if you guys want to go on my channel and check out some of my playlists, that would be great, and I would really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.